screen? Can you please confirm, Nana Chiti, online? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. So today I'll start with this. Nana, is it possible to attach one single volume to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? No. So what if you need to have a shared storage? Okay. So every EC2 instance is own volume. Every EC2 instance should have its own volume. But I need to have some storage where all EC2 instances can connect to that storage parallelly at the same time. So let's see. So let me put the question. Is it possible to attach a single volume to multiple EC2 instances? Answer is at the same time. Answer is no. So let's consider I have 1, 2, 3. So how many EC2 instances? 3. Why only 3? Because I don't have space. So okay, so I have, so this is one EC2 instance, this is another EC2 instance, and this is another EC2. Nana, can I launch this EC2 instance in 1A? Can I launch this EC2 instance in 1B? And can I launch this EC2 instance in 1C? And then every EC2 instance will have its own root volume. Agree? Every EC2 instance will have its own root volume. Okay, good. So this is root volume. This is root volume and this is root volume. Okay. See, Nana. Now what I do is I went and logged into this EC2 instance. When I log into the EC2 instance, generally when you log into your EC2 instance, you'll be going to the desktop only, no? Yes or no? When you log into your laptop, where do you go? You will get a desktop, no? Similarly, when you log into the EC2 instance, so you'll get the desktop. Okay, or you will get the command prompt. If it is Linux, if it is Windows, it is Windows. So that meaning you will be in the C drive only, correct? When you log into the EC2 instance, in which drive you will be? You will be in the C drive only, no? Yes. So now when I put any data in this, when I put any data in the C drive, let's say for example A, B, C. Now tell me, Chitty, when I put some data here, the same data will be available on all the EC2 instances at the same time? Yes or no? Confidence, yes or no? No. So because this volume is individual to this EC2 instance, and this volume, every EC2 instance has its own volumes. And if you put any data inside this volume, the same data will be visible on all 3 EC2 instances at the same time? No, because volumes are specific to the EC2 instance. But now I have a requirement that all 3 EC2 instances should access a shared storage. For this, AWS came up with a service called EFS. What is that? The full form of EFS is Elastic File System. What is it, Nana? Yes, it is EFS. Elastic File System. What is the service name? Elastic File System. So very good thing is, when you, Chitty, very good thing is, you can create this file system. And this file system is completely managed by AWS. You don't need to install, you don't need to do nothing. There will be a button called create file system. Click on create file system will be created. And this file system is completely managed by AWS. Completely managed by AWS. Let me give one small example. Okay. So let's assume you're all working with me in the same team. So these are all your laptops. Everyone have their own laptops. Okay. Now I want to share one small file. Let's say, for example, there is a file called hello.py, some Python. I want to share this Python file to everyone. How do I share, Nana? So will I go to each and everyone and give? Take it, all 50 people here or all 100 people? No, it's not possible. No. Is it possible for me to go individual and give each and every file? No. What will you do? Put it in the shared location. Yes or no? Yes. So what we're going to do is we'll have one server here and then we'll put hello.py here. Hello.py. And what is this called? This is called file system. What is this called? File system. Or you call it as file server. What called? File server. So in our on-premises, we call it as file server. What is that? File server. And I'll put all my files inside this and I'll share this file. I'll share this file server to everyone. And what everyone will do? Everyone will start connecting to this file server. So this is, guys, this is through network only, no? Yes or no? This is through network. Without network, can you connect to any server? No. So this file server is connected to network, no? So that is called, it's called NFS. What is that called? Network file server. Network file server or network file system. You understand? As this is connecting through the network, that is why it is called NFS. What is NFS? This one generally we do it in our on-premises. But same thing if you want to do it in AWS, what is the service that you should choose? EFS. What is that? EFS. What is the full form of EFS? Elastic File System. Understood? No? And what is the protocol this is using? NFS. What is the protocol? NFS. What is the full form of NFS? Network File System or Network File Server. I call it as Network File System. You're getting enough. So if you want to share any file to all the people, all for multiple peoples or multiple servers at the same time, you need to have a shared storage. And what is the shared storage called in AWS? EFS. What is the full form of EFS? Elastic File System. Now, this Elastic File System is completely managed by AWS. And I'm telling you, what you need to do is you create an EFS, and what you need to do is, you need to mount this EFS to the EC2 instance. Same EFS, you need to mount it. What you need to do? Mount. So you need to mount this. So you need to mount this. Same like your pen drive is there, no? Yes or no? What will you do? Can you have this? What you can do is your pen drive, you mount it, you unmount it, correct? Whenever you attach the pen drive to your laptop, it will be mounted. Whenever you remove it, what will happen? Unmounted, no? Similarly, we have the EFS here. So whenever you want, you mount it. Can I mount the same EFS to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Yes. That is the thing, right? I have only one EFS. Can I have one EFS can be attached to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? What is your answer? Yes. What is your answer? Yes. So one EFS, you can mount it to not only 3 EC2 instances, you can mount it to thousands of EC2 instances at the same time. Question for you. My first EC2 instance in which availability zone? Louder. Second one? Third one? So you have one EFS or multiple EFS? Only one EFS. So one EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances across availability zones? Certification question. You're getting it? You're getting it? So EFS is completely managed by whom? AWS. And very important thing here is, okay, now tell me here. Now I log into this EC2 instance. I went inside this mount point. And then I put some data called, I written a data called ABC. This ABC will indirectly sit inside my EFS, yes or no? And the same ABC will be available here also, yes or no? Yes, because the same EFS is attached to multiple EC2 instances at the same time. And this is only for Linux operating system. This EFS is only for which type of operating systems? Only Linux. And this EFS is unlimited storage. This EFS is unlimited. As it is unlimited storage, do you need to pre-provision any disk size? No need. It is unlimited. When you're creating the EFS, you no need to pre-provision. Nana, in volumes, we need to pre-provision, no? How much, if you need 200 GB, you need to mention 200 GB. But here for EFS, can you mention any size? No need. Because it's not required any pre-provision because it is unlimited. Sorry. In S3 also, S3 is limited or unlimited? Unlimited, no? So do you need to mention any size? No required. Go and create bucket, that's it. You getting it? So let me write down now. EFS is completely managed by, yes, EFS is completely managed by AWS. And EFS is only for which type of operating systems? Linux. EFS is only for Linux EC2 instances. And if you ask, sir, how about for Windows? EFS is for Linux. But if I need to have a shared storage for Windows, for that, sir, so there is a service called FSX. What is Nana? FSX. So there are multiple file system. FS represent for file system. X represent for multiple. There are different types of file system for Windows. That is why if it is FSX. So FSX is for Windows EC2 instances. So this EFS works on which protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. What, Nana? NFS version 4 protocol. Again, EFS works on which protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. EFS works with NFS version 4 protocol. S3 is what based storage? S3, object based storage. EBS is what based storage? Louder. EBS. Louder. Block based storage. Which one? Block based storage. Again, EBS is what based storage? Block based storage. And EFS is file based storage. What is that? File based storage. EFS is limited storage or unlimited? Unlimited storage. Is it require any pre-provisioning for EFS? Yes or no? No. EFS doesn't require any pre-provision. It will automatically increase and decrease based on the data you put in EFS. EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time across availability zones. Yes. EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time across availability zones. Is it clear? You don't need to worry about this. So for Linux operating system, which is the shared storage? EFS. For Windows, bus. Till there it's enough because FSX is completely paid one, and it's not related for here basically because it requires Active Directory and all. So for now, just remember for Windows, what is the shared storage that we should use? FSX. Okay. So as that will be for solution, now for CSOPs, we need to go deeper. For solution architect, not required. But when time comes, I'll go deeper on that topic. Okay. For Windows, it is FSX. Remember that. Is it clear till here, everyone? Sissy? Good. So, what is the full form of EFS? Elastic File System. EFS is completely managed by EFS is for which type of operating system? Linux based operating systems. And for Windows, FSX. And EFS work with which protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. And EFS is what based storage? File based storage. EFS is limited storage or unlimited storage? Unlimited storage. Do we need to pre-provision this EFS? Not required. So EFS can be attached to multiple EC2 instances across availability zone. Answer is yes. Okay, na? Super. So now, Chiti, assume I have so many files, so many videos, so many documents, so many videos I have, a lot of storage I have on my on premises. Now I want to upload this to S3. Let's say, for example, in my laptop, I have 2 terabytes of data. How much? 2 terabytes of data. I need to upload to S3. Now you tell me, if you want to upload anything in your internet, just forget about 1 terabyte. Take 5 GB. How much time will it take to upload to using your internet? Roughly. Okay, if you want to download 5 GB file, how much time will it take? Based on the network only. But if you network, what type of network you have? Speed, super speed, medium? Medium. So how many hours it will take? At least few hours, no? For 5 GB itself, it is taking a few hours. And if I want to upload 1 terabyte of data, how much time will it take? It will take days. And if you want to upload, let's say, if you want to upload 5 terabytes, you will get married within few years. So until then, you have your files are getting uploaded, right? So is it quickly, can with your internet, with your network, is it possible to quickly upload it to S3? No. Let's say, for example, I have a lot of data in my company. I want to update. I need to do data migration. I want to upload. I want to have all this data into S3. What is the best way and what is the easiest way to push all my data to S3? Is it possible to do it through internet? Yes or no? Not possible. For this kind of purpose, AWS came up with a service called Snow Family. What? Not that family. Manchu family is different. Okay. So this is Snow Family. What is that? Snow Family. So let me write. Snow Family. How many are there in Snow Family? How many are there? Huh? You don't know Snow Family? How many are there in Snow Family generally? How many? Pedaka is there? Okay. 4. So here, basically, Snow Family meaning in previously, Suyojit is very eager to know. Suyojit, I didn't started about what is Snow Family yet. He's asking what is Snow Family. You should wait, no? Let's hold on. Okay. So Snow Family in older days, in Snow Family is also called it as import export service. What is that, Nana? Import export service. Now they have renamed as Snow Family. So what does generally family meaning? What? In family we have members, no? Yes, here also we have 3 members. How many members are there? 3 members now. So one we call it as Snow Cone. What is that? Snow Cone, Snow Edge, and Snow Mobile. What are those 3 things? Again, Snow Cone, Snow Edge, Snow Mobile. Again, Snow Cone, Snow Edge, Snow Mobile. So basically we have 3 things here. What AWS is telling is, Babu, customer, if you are using normal internet, it will taking few days and years to upload all your data. So don't do like this. I'll do one thing. AWS is telling that I'll send you one dabba. I mean, one box. I'll send you one box. It looks like your CPU. You know CPU, right? It's look like a big hard disk. He will send you physically to your house. I mean, to your company. He will send you via courier to your company, this box. What you need to do is take that box, connect it to your server, and directly do the transfer. So do you need internet now? Not required. It is server to server. No, your internal network will be there. It will be very fast. So this Snow family is a physical data transfer. What is that? Physical data transfer. Physical meaning what? So AWS will send you the courier to you. So how many are there here? We have 3. No, what are those? Tell me. Snow Cone. Snow Cone supports 8 terabytes. Next is what? Snow Edge. It supports 100 terabyte. And what is that? Snow Mobile. Don't think it is mobile. It supports petabytes. How many, Nana? So based on your requirement, you need to order that. Let's say you have a requirement of 10 terabyte. Okay. Let's say if you have a requirement of 5 terabyte, putting the data. So which one will you order? Snow Cone. So if you have, let's say 80 terabyte, which one will you order? Snow Edge. So if we have 10 petabytes, which one will you order? Snow Mobile. So all these things will be pushed into which service, Nana? All the data is stored in which service? S3. In which service? S3. From S3, can we take it to any server in EC2? Yes, we can take it. No issues. So this is import-export service. Like, whatever the data you want to get it through the physical, and you can send it back to the AWS through these things. And if you dare to order Snow Mobile, how does the Snow Mobile look like? Should I show you? Okay. I'll show you how does the Snow Mobile look like. AWS Snow Mobile. Do you see this? That is a big truck. Snow Mobile meaning it's a petabytes. So don't think it is like Oppo Mobile. Okay, it is a Snow Mobile means it's a big truck. You see the big container there. The big container itself is a big hard disk. It's a storage. So if you have a petabytes of data, right? If you have petabytes, you have so much of data, then you can order like this one Snow Mobile and get it. Don't ask me, sir, how do I get into my company, to my data center? It's you. So there will be an agent. What? Agent. Agent meaning it's a small software that is installed. You need to install that agent. Using that agent, you can start sending the data to your Snow Mobile. You getting it? So you want to see Snow Cone? Do you see this here? This small box. This is Snow Cone, and then we call it as Snow Edge. Snow Edge also similarly look like that only. Understand? Huh? Okay. So it is a physical data transfer. So you order it, AWS will send it to you. And remember that Snow Mobile, Snow Cone, Snow Edge, whichever it is. So no one will tamper it. No one can steal it. No one can break it. Your data is very safe and it is encrypted. So don't think that, sir, my data is safe or not because it is coming through courier. Don't worry. And do we have any problem with Snow Mobile? Sir, my data is safe or not? So no one will steal the truck. Okay. So you understood, Nana? Is it clear? So if you have, okay, in certification, they'll ask like this. We got a new project. We have a lot of data in our on-premises. So many. Okay, let's say we are working under YouTube company. Just imagine YouTube has millions, trillions of videos. Yes or no? Just imagine how much storage YouTube might have. And inside that, and YouTube and so much of terabytes or petabytes, he want to send it to AWS to S3. Will you able to transfer it through online through internet? No. So which is the service you should be using it here? Snow family. Understood? So this one, people also call it as, in olden days, they call it as Snowball. What is this called? Snowball. So now they have renamed it as Snow family. Clear? Super. So Snow family is used to transfer huge data from on-prem to AWS and vice versa. Can we say Snow family is a physical data transfer? Snow family is a physical data transfer using devices. Now, there is one question here. Snow family will push the data to which service? Which service? S3. That's a certification question. Is it clear? Online, is it clear? Super. Nice. Okay. Let's say now you have done BTech, no? Mostly. BTech. You're all BTech graduates, right? How many years? 4 or 5? 4, no? Okay, let's say. I'm giving one example. You have, in first year, you have a lot of photos with your friend. Okay, with your friend. And in second year, that friend got changed and you have so many photos in the second year also. Third year again, friend changed, and then friend meaning whatever it is. Okay. So third year also friend changed, and then you have a lot of photos. And fourth year also, you have changed your friend, you have a lot of photos. Now, let me tell you wonderful. You have 4 years, 4 different types of photos. Yes or no? Yes or no? Where do you store all these photos in AWS? Where do you store all these photos in AWS? Which louder? S3. Yes or no? S3. Now, guys, now you are in the 5th year. Yes or no? You are in the 5th year. And you have stored all these photos in S3. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. 5th year. Oh, married. Okay, 5th year you got married, and then give the AWS credential to your wife. She will see all the photos here. Okay, so now, guys, now the thing is here. In the 5th year, will you frequently access the first year photos? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Will you frequently access first year photos, sir? No. Will you frequently access second year photos? Will you frequently access third year photos? Will you frequently access fourth year photos? Yes. So fourth year photos, that is your latest friend, you will be watching all your photos. And all 3 years, unnecessarily you're storing in S3, you're paying money for that. Are you using it frequently? You are not using it frequently. Which is frequently used? The fourth year. So the 3 years are not frequently used, and unnecessarily you're paying money for this. So guys, so if you don't want, if you are not using your data frequently, you are not using the data frequently, and the service name is Glacier. Which one? What is that? Glacier. What is that? Glacier. So Glacier basically used for archive purpose. What purpose? Archive. What is archive? Archive meaning backup. And whichever the data that you are not using it frequently, will you keep it in S3? Will you keep it in S3 and pay more money to AWS? No. So where do you move it? Move it to Glacier. So Glacier is like archive. Archive meaning whichever the data that you're not using it frequently, move it to the Glacier. Can we say what is the... Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. So what I meant here is, guys, Glacier. What is that? Glacier. So Glacier, what is the purpose of the Glacier, guys? Archive purpose. What purpose? Archive purpose. Let's say you have a lot of data which is not frequently used. You're not at all using it. You just want to store it. Will you choose S3 or Glacier? And you have a lot of data. You have a lot of data which is regularly you're using it. Which service do you choose? S3 or Glacier? This is how they'll ask in interview. This is how they'll ask in the certification question. So remember, if you're not frequently using it, choose Glacier. If you're frequently using it, S3. Clear? Okay. All right. Not frequent. Not frequently used data. There is a question, how much size? Nana, you know zip file? Zip. You know zip files? You know laptop, what do you do? Nana, when do you use zip files? If you're not using, let's say in your laptop also you have so many movies, no? And if you're not frequently using it, what will you do? You zip it and keep it aside, no? Yes or no? You zip it and keep it aside. And someone is asking, what is the size of this Glacier? One zip file. How much, Nana? I'm saying about one zip file. First of all, tell me, you know zip file or not? Right click and you zip it, no, to compress it, right? One zip file can be up to 40 terabyte. How much? One zip file, how much size? 40 terabyte. Like this, you can have unlimited number of zip files. Unlimited number of 40 terabytes. So don't underestimate the power of Glacier, right? And this is cheaper than S3 or not? Yes, it is cheaper than S3. Super. Is this clear till here, everyone? So what are the services that we have learned here? Tell me the service names. EFS. I like people who speak. Speak out. If you speak out, then it will register in your brain. What are the services that we have learned? EFS, number 2. NF is a service. What are the services that we have learned? EFS, Snow Family, Glacier, and there is one more service for Windows, FSX. Okay, no? And then EFS is using which protocol? NFS protocol. NFS is just a protocol. You got this? Okay. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. Guys, FSX, forget about it because FS represent for file system. What is that? File system. X represent for multiple file system. We generally say XYZ, no? So let's say you have so many varieties. What are those varieties? XYZ, so many are there. So here also FSX meaning file system X represent many types. There are many types are there. Okay. So now, guys, listen this carefully and you should tell me, Nana. Okay. This is your on-premises. What is that? What is on-premises? On-premises. The data centers which are handled by us is called the on-premises. Okay. So, Sujit, I always confuse your name. I answered you already. So that we should be doing it, not AWS. Okay, there is a question, Nana. Does AWS automatically transfer the data from S3 to Glacier? Answer is no. AWS will give you all the weapons to you. Whichever the weapon that you want to use it. So by default, it will be transferred like this? No, we need to configure, right? How to configure, we'll learn all those things. Okay, so in on-premises, sir, how EFS is connected with multiple? That is the concept of Cheban. That is the concept of shared storage. If we have one storage and same storage can be connected to the multiple EC2 instances. How many? When we go to practice, there you will see. Okay, see here, guys. In on-premises, we'll have so many servers will be there. No? Yes or no? In on-premises, you have so many. On-premises is nothing but your data center. In data centers, you have so many servers, so many desktops will be there, and all you guys will be connected to your data center only. No? Yes. Okay. Now, in your on-premises, you will be having storage also. Yes or no? In your data center, you will have storage also. No? Or let's say you are all working with me. And let's say we are working for a company called boom.com, Boom Company. Okay. Boom Company will have a data center. So you all connected to the data center only, no? End of the day, you're putting so much of data in your laptop, you're coding, you're doing all of things. So end of the day, that is getting stored in our data center only, no? So where it is getting stored? In the storage. Where it is getting stored? Storage. Let's say this storage size is how much, Nana? 5 terabyte. This 5 terabyte is sufficient? This 5 terabyte is sufficient? No. So again, I need to go and enhance and increase it to 10 terabyte. Again, 20 terabyte. Again, 30 terabyte. Projects will come and the storage requirement is keep on growing it. And now, and also see here, I need to take the backup of this storage also, no? Yes or no? You are all guys putting the data here inside this storage. As an admin, as a data center guy, I need to take the backup of this storage, correct? Again, I need to have 5 terabyte. Again, I need to have a extra 5 terabyte. So guys, our company don't have that much budget. Our company doesn't have that much budget to keep on increasing the storage. So in our boom company, we have storage issues or not? Yes or no? We have a storage issues. How to resolve these storage issues? So now in AWS, we discussed about the storage services. Can you tell me what are the storage services that we have learned? S3, EBS, Glacier, EFS, and then EFSX. EFS is not there. Let's say what are the things we have? S3, EBS, Glacier, FSX. I'm putting one point. Listen carefully. Do we have storage issues in our company? We have a storage issue in our company. Because in our company, I have a storage of only 5 terabyte where it is getting full. And I have problem with taking the backup also. I need another 5 terabyte. So keeping all my data in my on-premises, I have storage issues. Guys, how it would be, listen this line. How it would be if we take S3 as a storage in our on-premises? It will be superb, no? How it would be if you mount S3 in your laptop as a D drive. As a D drive. S3 is limited or unlimited? So you're putting all your data in D drive. D drive is nothing but S3. Do we have any storage issues now? So S3 is AWS storage. How do you use S3 AWS storage in your on-premises? It is difficult, no? For this, AWS came up with a service called Storage Gateway. What is that? Storage Gateway. So it is a service from AWS where it will act as a gateway between your on-premises and AWS. What you can do is, in AWS, you can take S3 and mount it in your on-premises. You can take EBS volume. How much is the EBS volume? Maximum 16 terabyte. You take 16 terabyte, like so many volumes, and you can mount it to your on-premises servers. It will be superb. No, do you have any storage issues now? No. Can we utilize S3 storage service in our on-premises? Yes. Using which service? Storage Gateway. Which one? Storage Gateway. Super. So which service is this? Storage Gateway. So we are mounting S3. whichever you want, you can mount it to the on-premises. Nana, one certification question here. All this, whatever in AWS, all the storage that we are learning is a public storage or private storage in AWS. AWS is a public cloud provider, no? So all these are all public storage or private storage? Public storage. In your on-premises, it is public storage or private storage? Private. The combination of your public and private is called what? Hybrid. What storage is this? Hybrid storage. What storage? Hybrid. If any interview or any certification question, if you get it, like, what is the hybrid storage service in AWS? What is the service? Storage gateway. So we call it as hybrid storage. Hybrid storage. Okay, Nana? So if you want to use S3 storage services in your on-premises, which is the storage that you can use, Nana? Storage gateway. Is it clear? Online, is it clear, Nana? Chiti, you're clear for you, everyone? Super. Okay. Now, let's move on to database services. What services? Database services. Do you remember in your childhood, I mean, not childhood, in your college days, have you learned RDBMS? What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System. Remember, in our academics, always we learn about RDBMS, right? So, guys, in our class, can you tell me any DBS, database administrators, or anyone who handle the databases here, offline, online? Anyone DBS, anyone handle databases, servers? Okay, no one. So, no problem, but you can relate this very nicely. Assume this is our physical server, okay? This is physical server. Guys, I'm talking about on-premises, Nana. I'm talking about on-premises. Okay. In on-premises, what I did was I installed, can you tell me one database name? SQL Server, okay. So SQL Server. Let's say it has 8 GB RAM. Assume, am I talking about AWS or on-premises? On-premises. In on-premises, assume we have a server, you are handling it. Assume you are handling it. So there is a server here. Okay, there is a server with how much GB RAM? 8 GB RAM. What is the database engine that you're using? SQL Server. Okay. What are the most common issues that you get from your customers or from your employees, those who are connecting to this database? Okay, now tell me, in your on-premises, is it easy to set up high availability? Puchuk is not answer. Yes, no. No high availability. Is it easy to set up elasticity in on-premises? Can you create tap? Can you delete your servers? No. No elasticity. Tell me, is it possible to scale up, scale down just like that? So you will get scalability issues. What kind of issues that you get? Tell me. For database, generally, what type of issues that you get? Performance issues. Hang. Okay. Have you heard about DB crash? Can you get backup issues? Restoration issues? Storage issues? Upgrade issues? Migration issues? Replication issues? Mirroring issues? Login issues? Security issues? Failover issues? Data issues? Networking issues? Maintenance issues? Cost issues? Right? Huh? What issues? Too many issues, huh? So patching issues. Finally, headache issues, right? So I don't have space to write. Otherwise, I'm an all-rounder. I was also a DBA. So I know the problem of DBS. So you have so many issues like this. So many issues. All these issues will be handled by whom? DBA. Who is that? Our great DBA, database administrator. Database administrator. So just imagine. These are all, I wrote only few issues here. These are all the issues handled by the DBS. So his DBA chair will be like a thorn chair, right? So he cannot sit there. You know how much frustrated the DBA will be? So he'll be always too much frustrated because he's handling all these issues. So you need to have a big hug because, it's very hard to handle all these issues. Yes or no? Is it easy to handle all these issues? Not possible. Because I was also one of the guy who was in my DBS in very big enterprise company where we were going just mad. That's it. If you clarify one thing, another problem will come. If you do something there, another problem will come. And if you think that problem is resolved, another problem will come, right? Which is not at all related. So guys, handling the databases is easy or difficult with these issues? Difficult. So now, you no need to worry about all these issues. So AWS has introduced a service called RDS, which is completely, all these are completely managed by AWS. All these issues are completely managed by AWS. Now you tell me, do I need to hire a separate DBA? It is your responsibility to maintain, configure the databases now. Do I hire a separate DBA? Remember, that's why I told in starting day, someone asking about, sir, I'm a DBA. What is my career? Move out. Did I say, do you remember? I said, move out of DBAs because you will not have much jobs in future because it's completely managed by provider. So you are not a DBA guys, but still in AWS, what we do, we go and create database, we go and manage database, we go and maintain database, we configure database, we secure the database, we take the backups, we restore, everything will be do as an architect, as an engineer. What is use of DBA? Not required. For that reason, I said, move out of DBA concept. Don't get in your mind. So which is a service in AWS, Nana? That service name, we call it as RDS, Relational Database Services. Relational Database Services. So can we say RDS is a service, database service from AWS? Yes. Remember, RDS is not a database. It's a database service. It's a database service because RDS will give you so many options. I'll tell you. So don't call RDS as a database, call it as RDS database service. Okay. So what do we do in RDS? Can we go and set up databases? Can we go and configure a database? Can we go and maintain database, manage database, secure database? Everything we can do. But is it your responsibility to go and create tables inside the database? Are you interested to create tables inside the database? No. Whose responsibility is that? Developer's responsibility. So how do you know what type of table that you create? Developer will know, right? What type of table you need to get. So remember, here we are not going inside the database and doing all stuff. That will be handled by the database. What we do is we'll set up, create databases and give the details to the developer. Babu, this is your setup, use it. Understood? So now I'll write it here. RDS is a service where you can set up, configure, maintain, secure the RDBMS databases. And I said RDS is a database or a database service? Database service, not database. Because why did I say this here? RDS support. Okay. Nana, what is virtual machine called in AWS? Instance, no? Where do you launch this instance? In which service? EC2. And what is the instances called? EC2 instances. So here we call it as RDS DB instance. What do we call? DB represent what? Database. So here what we call? RDS DB instance. So RDS DB instance, RDS supports only RDBMS databases. Okay, so no, RDS supports 6 engines. How many engines that RDS supports? 6 engines. Certification question. How many engines that RDS supports? 6 engines. That's why it's called the RDS database service, because it supports multiple engines. What are the engines that you know? What is the database engines that you know? MS SQL Server is one of the engine, right? MySQL is there. Huh? So there are 6. MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora. How many engines are there, Nana? 6 engines. So you know MySQL is open source or not? It's a open source. Oracle is from which company? Oracle. MS SQL is from which company? Microsoft. Postgres, it's open source. MariaDB is community based. And who is the owner of Aurora? Owner of Aurora is AWS. So which is this is a certification question. Okay, now. Okay, so here, if you want to remember like this. Mom PMA. Say that. Mom PMA. So how many engines that RDS supports? 6 engines. What are those? Say with me. Mom PMA. MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, and Aurora. So which is the AWS proprietary engine here? Aurora. So Aurora, who is the owner of Aurora? AWS. Like how MS SQL is the owner of, who is the owner of MS SQL? Microsoft, no. So it's a Microsoft product. So AWS product in the database is what? Aurora. What? Aurora, not Agora. Aurora. Which one? Aurora. Okay. Cool. So, see here. You know how easy to handle the DBS is very easy. See, what we do is we go and create a, here what do we create? We create a DB instance. What do we call? DB instance. You create a DB instance. That's it. That's it. And you select the engine. Which engine? Out of 6 engine, you select one of the engine. That's it. Guys, the backend, the everything is completely managed by whom? Whom? AWS. The backend, the entire platform is handled by whom? AWS. Nana, is it possible to log into the DB instance, SSH RDP to the DB instance? Answer is no. That is a, that we go and create a DB engine, DB instance. Is it possible to log into that server? That entire DB instance is completely managed by whom? AWS. But can we connect to the engine? Yes, we can connect, but you cannot log in. We can access the databases, but can you log in like a EC2 instance? We log in, right? Can we log into the RDS instance? No, the platform is completely managed by AWS. Okay. Here I'm writing, can we do RDP SSH to RDS DB instance? What is your answer? Yes or no? Answer is no. Platform is managed by AWS. Okay. Now we have seen about RDBMS database. Nowadays in market, in industry, you're listening one more type of SQL. Remember, have you heard about NoSQL? Have you heard about NoSQL? Okay. So NoSQL also is a type of, see, not here in RDS, Anil. So NoSQL meaning, guys, see here. NoSQL will be used for extreme high performance. Which one? For extreme high performance. RDBMS is good for certain limit, but if you need to have more good performance, which is the database that you should use? NoSQL databases. Which one? NoSQL databases. What are the NoSQL databases that you know in the market? MongoDB is there. Cassandra. There are so many databases available in the market, right? So see, online people are saying, but AWS also need to provide one NoSQL database, no? How can he just live like that, right? So AWS is providing a database called DynamoDB. What is that? Say that, DynamoDB. So guys, any interview or certification question, if they ask, what is the NoSQL database service in AWS? Which one? DynamoDB. Which one? DynamoDB. So call it as, it's a NoSQL database service. So this is mostly used by the developers. This is developer's choice. Nana, RDBMS is relational databases. This DynamoDB is NoSQL, no? Relational, no relational. Non-relational database. It's a non-relational. So what is relational, non-relational? When we go deeper, we'll learn about there. We'll talk about that. So for now, it is relational or non-relational? Non-relational. It's a non-relational database. Okay. Remember, what is a database? In our starting days, we learned. What is a database? Correct. Yes, it's database. What is it? It is used to store the data. Remember, can I say that it is used to store the data? Yes, it is used to store the data. Shivakumar, that is mostly used by the developers. That is what I meant. So, Nana, database meaning it is used to store the data. This is what I said. Did I said it is used to store huge data? Did I say this? No. What did I say? It is used to store the data. But if you are storing the huge data, do you call that as a database? No. You should be calling that as a data warehouse. What is that? Data warehouse. So, if data warehouse meaning it is used to store the huge data. So what is the service in AWS is used to store the huge data, and that is Redshift. What is that? What is that, Nana? So if you get data warehouse concept, then what is the service that you should use? Redshift. Is it clear? Clear? Super. So, guys, I need one person name here. Give me some name. Huh? Anudeep. Okay, I'll say Anudeep. Okay. So not only Anudeep here, everyone have some habit. Everyone have their own habit. So when you are alone, so what we do is we always go to internet, and what we do, We search your favorite items. Yes or no? So let's say you open Flipkart or Amazon. So many people have this habit. If you open Flipkart, what is the first thing that you search for, look for? Tell me. Shoes, no? So shoes, some people search for what? Huh? What? Clothes. Frocks. Okay, okay. Girl items. Okay. Frogs, lipsticks, right? And then